All right. So what we see here is the user prompt.
Mhm.
So prompt, like the meaning of it, right? It you can ask it. It awaits for your instructions, your input. It waits for your commands. See, the graphical user interface, it was easy that you could know where you are, right? Either you in the documents folder, or you in the downloads folder, or anywhere else. You could easily graphically see that and read from the Explorer. Right? So
Mhm.
once you go down and open this Explorer on your Windows, yeah. So that's called an Explorer, Windows Explorer, basically,
Mhm.
right? So once you click on desktop, just click on it for the sake of discussion. Yeah. So now, and go and click on this URL bar, that search bar. So on the desktop, on the left hand side, sorry, search left hand side. Yeah. So there you would typically see what is the path of it. Right?
Mhm.
So now delete that using the backspace button. C colon, C colon slash enter. Very good. Right. So what is this? This is the root of your entire system.
Mhm.
So C is a drive name in Windows terminology.
Okay.
So your hard drive is this PC. That is called your hard drive. Just click on this PC. Now you see right. So this is the hard drive. That is, you have only one drive. So in a sense, so we were discussing about hard disk.
Right.
So that hard disk can be partitioned into multiple drives for ease of organizing the files.
Mhm.
So here, whatever has come with the system, you kept it as it is. You didn't modify it, right, with your laptop, whatever has come in.
Mhm.
Now, so typically, and as a standard, the first drive in Windows is always called C drive. You remember, if you go back to the history, did you get a chance to hear the word called floppy drive?
I heard
On
of
your,
floppy disk, but not
yeah,
floppy drive.
yeah, same floppy disk. Floppy
Okay.
drive is where you insert the floppy disk.
Mhm.
So in earlier days, like when we were young, the
Mhm.
floppy disk used to be given the number A and B. So you could only insert two floppy disks at any given point in time.
Mhm.
So that's how it started. So floppy disks were first A, B, and then comes your hard disk C. That's where the history of why it begins with C. Okay. So now when you click on it, double click on it, right, you have the list of files. And you can open one more folder just for the sake of understanding. Just open app data.
Oh, update. Okay.
That's fine. You were doing good. So go back and create a new folder. Yeah, well, go back, go back. Yeah. So new folder. Yeah, new folder. There was a new folder created. You can edit it. Oh, it was already there in the past. Give a new name to it. Don't use new folder two. Just give a new name. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. How do you do it? Right. So there is a shortcut. I'll tell you. Press F2 button
Okay.
on your
F2.
first come out of this right context menu. Yeah. Now press F2. No, it's not working. Then press function plus F2. There is a Fn on your keyboard. Fn. Yeah.
Okay. Mm, okay.
Right. Good. So now, equivalent to your Linux, you also have, see, graphical user interface, command line interface. What you are seeing on Windows right now is a graphical user interface.
Mhm.
Its equivalent is command line interface. Right? So go ahead and search for CMD on the start menu of Windows. Start menu of Windows. Or yeah, better start. Yeah, CMD. Yes, command prompt. So now Windows and Linux looks alike. You have command line screen on Windows, and what you saw there, the prompt, right? The Ubuntu also you see similar. Now you started off with C colon users and Sri. So this is the path. This is called path.
Okay.
Now, what we wanted to go back to C colon. See, on graphical user interface, on Explorer, you could simply click, back, and you could go back, right?
Mhm.
Here, it doesn't work that way. So you have to learn a command to do that. So what is the command to go back?
Uh,
CD dot dot. See,
okay.
one level you went back. Do it
So if
again,
we,
one more time. Yeah. Now, CD. Okay, first of all, now you want to know the list of directories here, the way you have seen on the Explorer. So type I. Good. Type it. Yeah. LS doesn't work on Windows.
Mhm.
So now you are coming to the differences of Windows and Linux.
Okay.
So on Windows, dir works. Right. So now you have your temp folder. So now CD is change directory basically. So change directory to temp. CD space temp, the name of the folder. Okay. Again dir.
Oh, so now we can see. Okay,
What is
what's
there?
in that? Okay, perfect.
Right. So if you just give a notice to it, don't let's not ignore. So you see that after dir, you see volume in drive C is Windows, volume serial number. So this is the serial number of your drive, and directory name is C colon slash temp, and it has a time stamp that when it was accessed. What is there inside? 0 files, 0 bytes, and
Mhm.
one directory. So that directory is free of these many bytes. Now let's do a simple math. So directory, this is 240 bytes. Agree? So when you see the last three digits, it says 240 bytes.
Right.
And then 682,240 bytes.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, see, this 240 bytes, 2,240 bytes, which is 2K, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
82K, then 682K, then 8 megabytes, 48 megabytes, 748 megabytes, gigabyte, 18 gigabytes,
Mm-hmm.
418 gigabytes.
Got it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I want you to create a file here. So what is the command to create a file on Windows? It's a copy, COPY, space con, and the greater than symbol, give it a name, simple.txt or sample.txt, whatever. Enter. Yeah, keep typing your text. This is a simple dummy file, blah, blah, blah. Control Z and you have to press enter actually. We were right in the first time. Press enter. Yeah. Okay, now do the dir. You have your simple.txt with 27 bytes. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now you do copy con without greater than symbol, simple.txt. Space, yeah. Okay, type something again and then exit. Overwrite. Yeah, it's asking to override. Yeah. Then Control Z, same thing. Type type. Just type the type.
And hit enter.
And this file name simple.txt. Yeah,
Oh, it shows me what I. Okay.
exactly. So now type md make directory space and temp2, enter. Then do the dir. Now you should have enter. Yeah, enter. So you should have your simple.txt and temp2. Now
Mm-hmm.
to go into the temp2, what is the command we use? To change the directory, right? CD. Right now you are inside temp2. Excellent. So, right now, what do you want to do? I want to copy the file simple.txt from temp folder to temp2 folder.
Mm-hmm.
So, had it been in the graphical user interface, you would simply drag and drop it, or right button copy, come here, right button paste. You're
Mm-hmm.
aware of that, right?
Yes.
All right. So now what do you do? So CP, I think, no, COPY in Windows. Yeah, COPY space. So you got to give the path, right? This is a command line. It doesn't know when you say. So you have to give the complete path. This is the path. So C column slash temp slash simple.ts. You can say SI and you can use tab. It will automatically pick it up. Now also you can use tab.
Okay.
Yeah. Space. Where do you want to copy? To the current directory, right?
Mm-hmm.
Current directory temp2. So current directory can be shortly represented with dot. Just dot. Enter. Bingo. Now do the dir. Right? You have a new file copied here.
Mm-hmm.
Simple.txt in the temp2. You
Got
are in
it.
temp2. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So now being here in temp2, I want you to delete the file in temp.
So D.
Delete is DEL. So DEL. Enter. Just enter if you whether the command is right. Syntax. Yeah, that's right. So del space, give the path of the file which you want to delete.
Spark.
Yep. But I want you to delete only the temp folder, not temp2 one.
Oh, so just temp.
Yeah, C column. You must give C column. The complete path. So this complete path is called absolute path. Remember, it's the terminology. It's called absolute path. Yeah, are you sure? Oh, what did you give? What did you say? C slash temp. Okay. So, but no, it doesn't do, right? Okay, do the dir. Go back to the temp directory. So, okay. So, use upper arrow on your keyboard.
Upper arrow.
No, no, not that. Just the arrow button. Don't type it. Just the back, go back, backspace. The keyboard, four arrows, right? Left, right, up, down. Yeah. One more time. One more time. Yeah. Again. So, it's del C colon slash. No, 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 no. Control C.
Okay.
Control
Control
C.
C.
Yeah. Control C. Stop. Abruptly stops what you're doing.
Okay.
So again, upper arrow. Yeah. Slash temp C colon slash temp slash. I want you to give the file name simple.txt. Tab. Tab it. Tab. Use tab.
It's not working.
It's not working. Okay. Which
No.
means that the file is already been deleted.
Okay.
If file exists, the tab should automatically work. So how do I check? So what do you do? Go back, delete it. I mean the backspace, uh, completely, remove it, or Control C, or press Control C. Okay. So dir C colon slash temp space slash temp. Enter. Right. So there is no simple.txt inside the temp. So it was deleted.
Okay.
Again, so you can list the files from some other directory being here. So now let's go back to what are the sequence of steps you have done. So right, so you opened a folder, you created a new directory, created a new file, deleted a file, changed the directory, right,
And
and
copied other files
copied a
too.
file. Yep, good. So now go back to Ubuntu. Now here the set of commands, remember. How do you know where you are? In Windows, it was showing the path on the left-hand side, right, where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Now here, you would type pwd, present working directory, and enter. See, you are inside the home, even your Ubuntu knows Shri. So home is a path, standard path on Unix or Linux operating systems, and followed by username. Okay.
Mhm.
So now go ahead and create a new directory, temp mkdir, make directory. Yeah, dir, temp, enter. Yeah, done. So now how do you list file here? You know that. Yeah. No, just ls. Just list all the files inside the current home. Yeah, you only have temp directory, nothing else. So now go inside that. Go inside the temp directory.
CD temp.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, create a new file. So we used copycon there. So here you use cat, cat, greater than symbol. Give the file name. Type some text. Hello, hello, hi, hi, good evening. Now same thing. Control Z. Enter. Now how do you display the content? Again, cat without greater than symbol. Simple.txt. Tab. You can use tab. It helps you. No, it's not created. There's nothing inside it, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
It said stopped.
Yeah, it stopped. So it's not the Control Z. Probably we should use Control D. Try again. Cat greater than simple.txt. Enter. Type something. Then type Control D whenever you're done, not Z. Yeah. So now cat simple.txt. Yeah, you got it now, right?
Yes.
So to clear the screen, the command is clear. Just type clear. Now do pwd again. Yeah, here. So now the copies, you created a file. So let's create one more directory called temp2. So being here, copy from now you're doing reverse copy. Copy here in Linux is CP, not COPY. Simple.txt space. You want to copy to temp2. So give temp2 slash. Yes, enter. No, yeah. So on Windows it was backward slash. On Linux it's forward slash.
Okay.
It's two different worlds.
Right.
So now ls temp2 list temp2. So it's
Okay.
copied. Now just do ls. That's all. ls, leave it, enter. So you have temp2 directory inside the current directory, and there is a file. Do ls -l space with space. Sorry, ls space -l. Enter. Yeah. So this gives you a little more details, like when the file was created, how many size, what are the number of bytes, all that.
What does this part mean?
Yes, that part. Interesting. Good question. So that part is about how many. Now you are a user, right? You logged in.
Right.
Now onto the same system. Once you are done, you have another username. Someone else can also log in with their username and password. So like profiles, right? You log in into
Mhm.
Netflix. You logged into Netflix, but uh, so you can create multiple profiles. So according to your taste and all that, it will give you recommendations. Agree?
Mhm.
So similarly, on Windows and Linux, you can create multiple user profiles onto the same system, your same laptop. Uh, your mom could log in, I could log in, you could log in, and anyone else could log in, if provided they have the username created for them, or a generic one called guest.
Mhm.
Now, the file that you have created just now, should it be accessible to you alone, or do you want to give it? Do you want to allow others to see this file when they log in? So usually when they log in, so type pwd once. Yes, when they log in with their user ID, they will get the default user directory as /home/Venki,
Mm-hmm.
/home/guest. That's what they see when they log in with their account name.
Okay.
Now, do you want them to see this file, or do you want to restrict it to yourself? That is denoted or represented by those, fancy, crazy words. I
Mm-hmm.
love them. So now let's see. The first RWX. So those three words will go. Just highlight that part. Yes. So the very first letter, it's important, Shri, understand this. If you don't get something, ask me. This is
Mm-hmm.
because this is very important. Many
Mm-hmm.
people don't understand this. So
Okay.
the first character in the list represents what kind of file it is. So the
Okay.
hyphen represents it's a file. The top, yeah, it's a simple file, regular file. D represents it's a directory.
Mm-hmm.
And the first three letters RWX stand for read, write, execute.
Okay.
Next three, same, read, write, execute. Last three, read, write, execute.
Okay.
Okay. So why do we have user? So R three times. That's the question, right?
Yes.
So first, read, write, execute is for the user who logged in. So you have full authority on that file to read and write into it because you have created it.
Mm-hmm.
Execute is a special permission. Let me tell you. So you always, when you create a file, you need three different types of permissions. You should be able to read it. You should be able to write it, write into it. You should be able to execute it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just type simple.txt without anything there. Yeah, just simple.txt. Press enter. See, what does it say?
Command not found.
So you're not able to execute it. So
Okay.
when I say I'm ready, it's being executed, it means when you just type the command, it should do the purpose for it, whatever is written inside it.
Mm-hmm.
Now do the PWD. No, just PWD. That's all. Just PWD. Now, how come PWD command is running? Right, when you press, it gives you some output. So that means it is being executed.
Right.
But why not simple.txt? So therefore, even though you are the owner, the first RWX, X is not there for you.
Yeah. It's a hyphen.
Right, it's an hyphen, it's an empty thing. And now the second set, so first set is for you, user. Second set of
Mm-hmm.
RWX is for the group. So what do we mean by group? So you can create like your home group, let's say, right? Or let me simplify it. So in your class, you might have people belong to one category of interested subjects. So you group yourself as you know same UG group. Hmm? So under UG group, you have 40 students.
Mm-hmm.
Now all of them can access this or not. So on your Linux machine in your office or in your school, college, so administrators have created, okay, all these 40 belongs to UG group. So anybody creates anything under that group should be able to read, write, and execute.
Mm-hmm.
So the username is user one, user two, user three, and likewise you have Shri, right? So user one, let's say your user is Shri. Now Shri one, Shri two, Shri three, Shri four, Shri 30. 30 students are there under a group called UG.
Mm-hmm.
This second part denotes whether the UG, all the members of UG, what should they do? Should they have read capability? Should they have write capability? Should they have execute? So the
Okay.
default standard way is for group, you will always give read only for a file.
Is there a way to change that?
Yeah, of course, we can change it. That's the beauty of now you will get that even it is there in your lab as well, how to change that.
Mhm.
So that's a group. Third category is for others who doesn't belong to my group.
Okay.
So now what you're saying, simple.txt can be read and written by you and can only be read by members of your group, can only be read by others, anybody who is not in my group. That's what we are saying.
Okay.
Now come down to the directory. Directory you have rwx. Yeah. So
Yes.
what do we mean by execute? So execute here with reference to directory is like you can see the contents inside it. That's what we mean when we say execute for a directory.
Okay.
So therefore, you are able to see the contents inside it. ls, the directory name, you're able to see the contents inside it. So when you are able to see the content inside it, it is called an execute permission for you,
For directories.
for directories.
Okay. So
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 you,
what's the difference between reading a directory and just seeing the contents?
yes. So reading a directory will give you the metadata about the directory. So what
Okay.
details about the directory, not actually reading inside the directory.
Okay, so like gigabytes and
Yes.
stuff like
Yes.
that. Okay, got it. Got it.
Okay. So that is for user, again, group, and for others.
Okay.
So irrespective of they are inside your group or others, they all can read and execute the directory.
Hmm.
These are the default standard permissions given to you on Linux platform whenever you create a new file or directory.
Hmm.
Goodo?
Yes.
Nice. So now let's play with it since you asked it. I like these questions. I like these questions. Yeah. So next, now you are inside temp. Did we create temp too? Yeah, we did. Okay. So ch mode, change mode, chmod. That's a command. E is removed. So enter, try, enter. Yeah. You see that? Missing operand. So try that. Try for help. I know, but I want you to understand. We yesterday did we see the man command? Yeah, I think we referred to it, right?
Man command.
Yeah, manual. Enter. So get used to these kind of help. This is a help file.
Hmm.
So what does it say?
Change the mode of each file to mode.
Mm,
Reference. Change the mode of each file to that of our file. Um.
blah blah blah. Above, going over the head, on top of the head. Okay.
So C.
Mm,
Did I do ch mode C?
mm. See that each mode, yeah, in the below of all that, each mode is of the form. You see that
Hmm.
user group others UGOA in the beginning. User group others A is a hidden attribute. You can also mention that. Ah, this is interesting. Okay, let me introduce that to you and we come back to it. Okay, so
Hmm.
try again, create a file, cat greater than symbol. Now this time, when you give name, give dot in front of it. Let's say some dot, some name. You already have it, right? Sample. Okay, sample. Okay, sample. Sample dot txt or something you give. I like it. Yeah, enter. Type something. Then Control D. Now list the file. Yeah, enter. Where is it?
Oh, it's not there.
Yeah. So give ls minus l, ls hyphen l. Where is it? What did you
Nothing.
do? You just created it.
Mm-hmm.
So now give ls hyphen la.
Oh,
You
there's
see
a
that?
lot more.
Right? So any file name that begins with the dot is hidden. It's a hidden file.
Mm-hmm.
So A will display all those hidden files as well. So A is an option, command line option to give you hidden files as well. Now the beauty comes. So let's go back. So what is the simple.txt permissions? It's read write for user, read for other group, read for others. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's try to give an executable permission for user. Chmod plus space plus x without space plus x space and then give simple.txt, the file name. Enter. Now try again ls hyphen la or l. Hmm. You get it?
Oh, it changed to execute.
Hmm. And one more thing you notice, the color of the file is also changed.
Yeah, green.
Green. So any executable is shown as green, just for a representation, nothing fancy about it.
Oh, okay. But
Now,
also, this directory is executable too. So,
yeah, but it's a directory, so it's blue.
okay, got it.
Now go ahead and remove the executable permission. That's it. Keep going. Right?
Okay, cool.
Good. Very good. Now change it for group. Give executable permission for the group.
Group
Hmm.
A.
Now you need to refer. Go back to the help. The scroll up. Scroll up. Hold on. So if you see the last, each mode is of the form. See, plus or minus or equals to. You can assign. Hmm. The first part is UGOA. That's what you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned. And read, write, execute, plus or minus. So let's say for group, right? So let's say first specify G and then give plus X and then file name. Let's give it a try.
G.
Mm. And how it works. Mm. G, give G in square brackets.
Square brackets.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, no. So give, you're right. Give chmod G plus X simple.txt, just like the file first one. Upper arrow, one more time. Upper arrow. Yeah. So now remove the space between G and plus X. Yeah. Now enter. Hmm. You notice?
Yeah, for group.
Hmm. So as for others, add executable permission for others as well. right?
Mhm.
Hmm. Now do one thing. Add executable permission for the user, remove executable permission for group, and add write permission for others all at once.
Okay, so what was the first one?
First one, adding executable for the user.
Mm, second
And
one.
second one, removing executable for group.
The third one.
Adding write permission to others.
Would I need to put you in front of this? I mean, yeah, you in front of this.
You can, yeah.
Uh,
Right.
mhm.
So when you have multiple facets, user, group, and others, you would use comma. Ch mode u plus x, comma g minus x, comma o plus w.
Okay, got it. Comma space.
Hmm? No, no space. Good, right? Congratulate yourself. It's a good one. Now you see how complex it's getting. U plus x, g minus x. So likewise, if you have to do so many other things, change multiple things. So therefore, there is a shorter representation for all this. Now open some notepad on your machine. Hmm. How do you represent 8 in binary?
8 in binary would be 8 divided by 2.
Good. Yeah, keep going. Good. Keep going. Right. That's good. So now, how do you represent 7?
7 would be 1, 1, 1.
Correct. Now, what if I say the 3 ones represents read, write, execute? Because they're all on, right? They're turned on.
Mhm.
So when it is 7, right? When it is 7, I mean read, write, execute is on. When I
Okay.
say only read is on, how do I now represent in the binary? Excellent. Now, when I say only read, write is on, now I say only execute is on. Now I say only read and execute is on. Right? So what is the decimal equivalent of this last one, what you have written? So just write 101 is equals to 5. And then above same equals to 1. And then above equals to 6. Then above equals to 5. No, that's 2 power 2, 4. And then above 7. So now similarly, you can write for 1 to 7, all the combinations. You get it? We only have written 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. But you can also write for 3 and 2, 0, 1, 0. So what are we doing? We can give you all different combinations of permissions. You get it?
Yes.
Hmm. Now go back. Let's see the previous question. For user, executable permission, right? So only executable, what do we mean? It's 001, right?
Mm-hmm.
So say, just write down in the below, just press enter after 5, say 1. So for user, we only want to add executable. Now the decimal equivalent. For group, we want to remove executable. So it's -1. And then for others, we want to give right. So when we want to give right, it is 010, which is going to be 2. No, but yeah, only 2. Yeah, but hmm. So if you see on the right hand side, this is an octal representation because only the maximum possibilities are 7, 0 to 7. It
Uh-huh.
can never go beyond 7, right? Because only 3 variants we have.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an octal representation, 0 to 7. Now you can instead of giving text like this, you can also give octal representation in the command line. That is, let's go chmod say 701. What we wanted to give? Second one was executable, right? Third one is adding an executable, which was adding an executable is, yeah. What is adding an executable?
Uh,
What's the value for that? Look at the,
01.
yeah, that's 1, correct. 1 second, Sri, just hold on and keep trying. Yeah, 701 and give the file name. Yeah, just try it out and check. Huh? Now check. You removed everybody else's permissions. No one in
Yeah.
the group is allowed to touch my file. So give it a try. So 0 means it removed everything else.
Okay.
So again, if you want to give executable, read and executable to group, so you would say 7 gave you all, right? 111. Let's go ahead and write the remaining numbers as well. So we don't have for 2, right? So 010 is 2. And then 3 also we don't have. 011 is 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have for everything. So let's
Yeah.
give for user, let's change it back to giving only read and executable. Which number should we use?
6. No. Read an executable 5.
Yeah, 5. So let's go ahead and type chmod 5. And for group, you want to give only read.
Okay, so 4.
Yeah, excellent. Good. 4. And for others, only executable.
1.
Yeah. Just give the file name. As expected.
Yes.
See how simple it is now. Just chmod 541. Other earlier, plus G plus O plus U. So that's the beauty. Now you are representing with the octal representation, right? You are changing the modes of the files.
Yes.